Hi everybody, it's Brad from the Big Family Homestead, and in this video we are talking the potential of a homestead flood. We have too much water and we're going to chat about it right now. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. That's right, usually on a homestead, water is a different kind of issue. You're trying to get it. It's a very, very prized commodity for your animals and your, well, everything, your garden, everything. You need water. And usually that's the problem, is you can't get enough of it. And we do rainwater catchment systems and we do wells and we do all kinds of stuff to obtain this water. Well, it's been the reverse for us here this week at the Big Family Homestead. Now, we have had the strangest weather I can ever remember, frankly, for a Christmas season. It was literally 70 degrees. Now, we're talking Ohio, people. This is Ohio. So it was 70 degrees on Christmas, and for the past 3 days, it's been pretty much raining nonstop. And it's causing a major, major problem for a lot of people around here. And we're on the verge of flooding. And it's not going to stop just because the rain stopped this morning. That water's still all coming down and it's going to go into all the low places. And well, I'm going to show you some of the issues we're having here. We're not having as bad of issues as other people, but they could potentially become some bad issues. So before I show you what's going on here at the homestead, check out what I filmed just driving by one of the creeks in our area about a half mile away from the house. And I think, honestly, the water level seems like it's up a good 8 to 10 feet, and that is going to be major trouble. Check this out. So now for us, it's really, really important that you keep your animals high and dry. Goats, for example, our goats do not like being in the water, and they can't. You're going to get all kinds of problems with your animals if they don't have access to a clean, dry area for them to hang out and to bed down in. And one of the quick, cheap solutions that we figured out, because we don't have a barn, I wish we had a barn, but we don't have a barn, for the goat's pen, we actually use it's like a dog kennel that we've kind of skinned it with some tarps and stuff. But to keep them out of the wet grass and the mud, what we've done is a cheap, easy solution, and it was free. When I say cheap, I mean free. That's good. And it's pallets, pallet wood. Check this out, and basically what we have done is you just grab some pallets from a local store. You got to make sure that you ask. You don't want to go and take them without asking. But generally, they'll give you these pallets for free. And so we use them to keep the goats up off of the ground, the nasty wet and the mud, and we move their pen around, about every few days so that they always have something clean and dry to be in. Now, another issue that we're having here in terms of our water system, too much water, is our septic system. Our home is on a septic system, and because the ground has been so saturated for the past few days, it's kind of backing up and we're getting a little bit of gray nastiness, and I'm just concerned. We've cut back on our showers, we've cut back on washing clothes and dishwashing as much as we can, because if it gets overloaded, holy smokes, I do not want to deal with that kind of problem. So there's another issue that you can have if you've got too much water. You've got to keep in mind your septic system if you're on septic. Now, another issue that we have had, because we, like almost everything in the world, it's time and money. Those are a lot of the limitations that you have. Time and money, right? Well, we have all of this wonderful firewood that we have got cut up, and I guess about yesterday sometime, the tarps that we had that were tying down to keep them dry had come off in this crazy rainstorm. Now all of our firewood is completely waterlogged, and the area that it was sitting in is waterlogged. So I've had my boys David and Jonathan, they've been moving the water into an overhang in our front area of our house, so that in hopes that we can get this stuff at least dried out. Because you know what, if you're trying to burn wet wood, first of all, not a good idea, but you're also going to be losing BTUs, and so it's going to take a lot more wood to get the same amount of heat out of your wood burner. So there's another issue we've been having with too much water, not to mention, you know, the concern of potential health issues for your animals if they, you know, I mean, it's just bad news all around. So I wanted to share some of the issues we've been having with this, you know, verge of flooding here on our homestead, so that hopefully our problems are whatever we're going through, it can be something that maybe makes you guys click in your head and go, well, I should really consider that, because flooding is one of those things where you don't really think about it until all of a sudden it's right in your face. And so I'm sharing this experience with you in hopes that you will go, I wonder what would happen if this area of our farm, homestead, place had too much water in it. Take into consideration what you're going to need to do to prepare for that potential outcome. So there you have it, folks. Please share the video, like and subscribe. It really does help my family out, and well, learn from our errors. Well, not even errors, because there's nothing we could have really done different, but it's challenges that you face. So face your challenges before you have to have a crazy flood. There you have it. Brad with Big Family Homestead. You guys have an amazing day.